Why is Roblox Arsenal so popular? A Roblox game doesn't become popular overnight. It takes years of hard work and most importantly patience from the developer's end to get the game to newer heights. Hello and welcome back to another video on Blox Mini, and today we'll be looking at the rise of Roblox Arsenal and the humble beginnings from which it has risen to be one of the most popular Roblox games. Stay tuned. Before we start with the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to turn on the bell for notifications and updates on the channel. Make sure you never miss another video. With that out of the way, let's jump right into today's video. The developers of the Arsenal game have been heavily influenced by Valve software games such as Counterhawks, etc. Let us take a look at the developers behind the Arsenal game. Devolve, he's the man who started it all and is the main scripter behind all the games in this community. Bluesy does all the animation, models and graphics work. TC Ty does some other work that we have no idea about, but he's important as well. And of course Mighty Base Plate, who's one of the main developers. There are also a lot of other developers who do some work on the side, but these four are the main and important in this video. Concept idea. So where did the concept for Arsenal come from? You might already have guessed it, Counter-Strike. Gun game modes are fairly common among first-person shooters FPS nowadays. But in the old days of Counter-Strike, there were a ton of gun game servers which revolved around you getting the most kills and knifing the last player, and after that the game would end. This type of gameplay is precisely what Arsenal is inspired off of. The Rolf team were actually working on other games like Counter-Blox and Typical Cars too, but ended up working on one game on the side called Arsenal. The game would continue being developed on the side, but Arsenal would not enjoy that much popularity, mostly due to the clunking of the game. Old Arsenal really sucked. The movement was terrible. There wasn't much gun variety. The maps were really bad in quality compared to now. The overall quality of the game was pretty poor and not very enjoyable for a lot of players. You get the point. People stuck to the game though, and those were the OG Arsenal players on Roblox, and they enjoyed the game regardless of its clunkiness. Little did they know, it would become one of the top performing games and come on the first page on the Roblox website. How did they get popular? One thing you never knew about Arsenal is that the game was never heavily advertised. They didn't have deep pockets like other Roblox developers spending on advertising. They were just a group of developers that got together to create a fun little game based on Counter-Strike. The games that aren't made for profit are probably the best ones. That's a point we are trying to put across to you guys. Rolf worked on this game more and more. Instead of introducing microtransactions and other forms of monetization, they worked on improving the game to make it as fluid as possible. Arsenal deserve a lot of credit because they are among the few games that do not shove monetization down players' throats. It is truly one of the holy gems of Roblox games where you can jump into it and not have to pay anything to play. You have the same chance to win as any other player that spends in the game. It is a no BS, fast-paced, fun arcade shooter on Roblox. And as mentioned before, developers at Arsenal worked on making the game less clunky and better to play through constant updates. It went uphill for Arsenal after the hard work they put in. YouTubers such as John Roblox and Tamer started playing the game, and they gained popularity thanks to playing Arsenal. This also helped Arsenal's game more players. In summer of 2019, the game took off and started gaining immense popularity. Slowly it started making its way to the first page on Roblox. At the beginning it was nowhere near the first page, but slowly and steadily they became quite famous. So how many players play Roblox Arsenal today? Today Arsenal has over 40,000 players playing the game regularly. The game has received nearly 3 million updates and a mere 370,000 downvotes. Player visits have nearly reached 3 billion and the game has been favorited 7 million times. The game is being updated almost every week and we can expect some really big updates in the future. With that, we wrap up today's video, but before we leave, do let us know your thoughts on Arsenal. Thanks for watching.